Hello children, welcome to our English lesson today. Guess what? I'm here with one of my colleagues, Miss Suchitra. So Miss Suchitra, how are you feeling today?
Hello Miss Samadhi, I'm feeling great today. Hello children, how are you feeling today? Hope you are doing great, happy and safe as well. So Miss Samadhi, how are you today?
Well, thank you for asking. Honestly, I feel fine as long as I'm staying at home. But once I want to go out, I feel a little bit scared.
But why? What's the issue?
Well, everybody knows these days we have this COVID-19 pandemic, not only in Sri Lanka, but all the countries around the world. So, when we go out, if we are planning to go out, children, we have to be careful, and there are some instructions that we need to follow to be safe. So children, today we are going to look at some instructions that we must follow if we are planning to go out of your houses. Shall we look at them and see?
That's right Miss Samadhi. Instructions nowadays are compulsory.
Exactly. So, in number 1, as you can see, there are 2 instructions given. I wonder whether they are the same. Oh, do you spot any difference, miss?
Let's have a look at it, Miss Samadhi. First one, you must wear a face mask. Yes, that is compulsory. Face mask is very compulsory, children. Yes, that's right, a face mask. That's right.
How about the second one though?
You must wear a face masks. Face masks? That sounds wrong, miss.
Exactly. So when we say you must wear a face mask, that is correct because one person only wearing a one face mask. But we can't say you must wear a face mask. It's useless to wear a one face mask over another. So the first sentence is correct, but the second one is wrong as we have used face mask unnecessarily. So it should be a face mask, the singular form. How about the second one, miss?
All right. You must wear gloves if you are going to the market. Gloves on both hands, you mean?
Exactly.
Next one, you must wear a glove if you are going to the market. Glove? So one glove.
Sounds odd, right? So kids, you must wear gloves if you are going to the market is correct because we have to wear gloves on both hands. But if we say you must wear glove if you are going to the market, that's wrong because wearing a one glove is going to be useless. So, the first sentence is correct as we have used the plural form of glove as gloves, but the second sentence is wrong as it is saying glove. It should be gloves. Shall we look at another instruction, miss?
That's right. Third instruction, children. You must wash your clothes once you come back home. Yes, very necessary. Clothes. Second one, you must wash your clothes once you come back home. Clothes. Clothes? Do you refer to the material there?
You got that correct. Good. When we say you must wash your clothes, clothes, we refer to dresses like t-shirts, shorts, trousers. So once you come back home after going out, you must wash your clothes. But the word clothes, clothes, refers to the material. So you must wash your clothes once you come back home. The second sentence is wrong. So we already discussed about 3 instructions that we must follow. So shall we look at the fourth one as well?
Yes, yes, very necessary.
Exactly.
Wash your hands regularly. Yes, both hands. That's right. Second one, I think there is a mistake. Wash your hand regularly. One hand.
Exactly my point. Now kids, when you wash your hands, you have to wash both hands, the left and the right. If I ask you to wash one hand, how about the other one? It's going to be useless. So, wash your hands regularly is correct because we are using the plural form of hand. But wash your hand regularly is incorrect because we can't use the singular form in that sentence. What do you think about the fifth one, Miss? Do you think both the sentences are correct?
Let's have a look at it, children. Don't touch your eyes or nose. Okay, 2 eyes and 1 nose. That's correct, perfect. Second one, don't touch your eye or noses. How many noses do you have, Miss Samadhi?
Well, I have got a one. I hope the kids have a one too in the middle of your face. The point is, when you say don't touch your eyes or nose, that sentence is correct because we normally say 2 eyes and 1 nose. But the second sentence, kids, don't touch your eye, then what about the other one? You should not touch both the eyes, right, miss? So, don't touch your eye or noses is wrong because we must use the plural form of eye, that is eyes, and the singular form of noses, that is nose, for the sentence to be correct. So, the first sentence is correct in the fifth one, but the second one is wrong. Yes, I hope our kids are having the same curiosity with them, thinking, what are we going to learn today? So, kids, today we are going to learn how to use the singular and the plural form of nouns in meaningful sentences. So, you have been learning this grammar point since grade 3, if I am correct. So, children, shall we do an exercise together to check what you can remember of the singular and plural form? So, we will do it together so we can help our children out. Shall we?
That's right. This is a very simple task that they are going to do, miss.
Exactly. The pictures will definitely help you. So, the first, on the left side, you can see the singular forms. On the right side, you can see the plural form of words. So, the first singular noun, child. What do you think the plural form is? Yes, exactly. Good. The plural form is children. What about the second word?
Chair. Chair becomes chairs. You just add an S there.
Exactly. The same thing happens with the singular word fan. We form the plural by adding S to the singular word. And the flower. What happens to flower?
In the same way, that becomes flowers. There also you add an S to the singular noun.
Exactly. But the bus. Children, what do you think what happens with the word bus? Yes, we have to add ES to form the plural form of the singular word bus. So it becomes buses. But the word bus, children, what happens to that? Yes, we form the plural by adding ES to the word bus. So it becomes buses in the plural form. When it comes to nouns, they have both a singular and a plural form. Singular, we refer to a one person or one thing. Well, plural means more than one person or one thing. For an example, singular, a table, one table, but plural, 2 tables, 3 tables like. Shall we do another activity to see whether our children can write the plural word by themselves? So children, get ready with your books. Let me do the first one for you. You have to write the plural form of the following singular nouns. So the first word, as you can see in the picture, apple. So the plural form of apple is apples. We simply add S to form the plurals. So the next time is for the students. Write the plural form and we'll check the answers together.
All right, Miss Samadhi, I think we have given them enough time now. Shall we go to the next word, fox? Children, what have you written? Okay, F-O-X, Fox becomes foxes. F-O-X-E-S. You add E-S there. Why do you do that, children? This is easy to pronounce when you add E-S. Otherwise, what will you say? Fox. Fox. It's hard to pronounce. So that is the reason why you add ES there.
Exactly. So when it comes to potatoes, to form the plural noun, we add ES to the singular noun. So it becomes potatoes. Just like foxes, we form the plural as potatoes. How about the knife?
Let's see. K-N-I-F-E, knife. That becomes knives. K-N-I-V-E-S.
Correct. Good. The last one, baby. As you can see, the singular noun ends with the letter Y. So what happens when it comes to the plural form? It becomes babies. B-A-B-I-E-S. The Y is no longer there. So children, the point that we have to remember that we form the plural form of a singular word in certain different ways. As you can see, apple became apples, we add S. Potato became potatoes, we simply add ES. Knife became knives, FE is no longer there in the plural form, we have add VES. And as well as in babies, you can see IES, but the Y in the singular form is no longer there. So children, most of the singular nouns in English, they form their plural by adding S, ES, VES, or IES. So we call these nouns regular plurals. What do we call them again?
Regular plurals.
Exactly. So when it comes to regular plurals, they form their plural form in certain different ways. So now we are going to see what are these different ways. So the first, we can simply add S to the singular form to form the plural word of it. For an example, book, we add S to form the plural, it becomes books, and car become cars. The next point, if a singular noun gets end with these letters, specially, so S, SH, CH, or X. What are the letters again?
Let's say S, SH, CH, or X.
If the singular noun gets ends with S, SH, CH, or X, we form the plural by adding ES to the singular noun. Children, remember these letters, so it is easy for you to form the plural. So bus become buses, we simply add ES to the singular form. Just like that, dish become dishes, church become churches, and box, yes you are correct, become boxes. And what do you think will happen to the singular nouns ends with O?
Miss Samadhi, do we add ES there?
Well, yes, you are correct. We add ES to form the plurals of singular noun ends with O. But it doesn't happen all the time.
Okay.
There are different cases as well. Now, simply we add ES to the singular nouns ends with O, such as tomato become tomatoes, potato become potatoes, hero. You know the heroes we have these days in Sri Lanka?
Yes.
Yes.
The doctors, soldiers, we all are heroes nowadays.
Exactly. We try to protect our mother country. They are called heroes. But the next point, there are some singular nouns ends with letter O, and we simply add S to form the plural. For an example, piano become pianos, photo become photos, radio become radios, and halo become halos. What do you say? Shall we do another activity to see whether our children got the points we discussed so far?
That's right, Miss Samadhi. We'll give them easy tasks now.
Yes, we must. So children, write the plural form of the following singular nouns in your books and we'll discuss the answers together. So children, now we'll look at this exercise. Let me do the first one for you. So the plural form of chair will be chairs. We simply add letter S to form the plural. So now I want you to do the next words by yourselves. Form the plurals of the given singular nouns.
Yes, Miss Samadhi. So I think we have given enough time to the children now. Shall we go through the answers?
Sure, why not? So children, the plural form of dress is dresses. We add es to form the plural because why? The singular noun gets end with s. What do you think about dish?
Dish becomes dishes, D-I-S-H-E-S, because you have SH there at the ending.
Exactly. So the same thing happens with the word watch. As we can see the last two letters CH, we add ES to form the plural. So watch become watches.
Alright, house becomes houses. H-O-U-S-E, house becomes H-O-U-S-E-S, houses.
Yes, good. And the egg, we simply add S to the singular noun to form the plural. So the egg become eggs.
What about fox? Fox becomes F-O-X-E-S, foxes, because you have X at the end of the singular noun. So it becomes foxes.
Exactly. So children, remember, we can add S or ES to form the plurals of singular nouns. And next we are going to see the point of what happens if a singular noun gets end with the letter Y. So if a singular noun ends with the letter Y, we drop the letter Y and add IES. So that's why the city becomes cities, baby become babies, the Y is dropped and we have add IES, and family become families. Country, we drop Y, add IES, become countries.
Okay.
And let me ask you this question. Do you know what our vowels are?
Definitely vowels. A, E, I, O, U. So what with vowels now?
Yes, this is the point, children. If you have one of the vowel letters, A, E, I, O, U,
Okay.
one of them in front of your letter Y, as in toy, we have the vowel O in front of Y. We do not drop the Y. We simply add S to the singular noun to form the plural. As in toy become toys, boy become boys, and tray become trays.
Okay.
And there's another point where we drop and add something new when it comes to singular and plural. Now the nouns, the words ends with the letter F, O, F, E. What are the letters again?
F and F-E, children.
Exactly. So if a singular noun gets end with letter F, O, F, E, we drop the F, O, F, E and we add V-E-S. The letters are V-E-S to form the plurals. So half, we drop F, add V-E-S, it becomes halves. Knife, in the same way, we drop the F-E and add V-E-S, it becomes knives. And thief, we drop F, add V-E-S, it becomes thieves. But you know what? There are some exceptions when it comes to this point. We don't always drop the F. There are some times, in some places, some nouns form their plural simply by adding S, though they finish with the letter F. As in roof become roofs. We don't say roofs. And belief become beliefs. We never say believes. Handkerchief become handkerchiefs. We don't say handkerchiefs. And this word, many people who can cook delicious meals, I have heard them saying, we are chefs. You know what, children? There's no such word as chefs. Chef is a person, the singular noun. But when you form the plural, it becomes chefs. As in shirt, we say chefs. So it is important to know how to pronounce the word as well. So the last one, the chief, can become chiefs as well. If we follow this point, it is easy to form the plurals. But there can be exceptions, and I highly recommend our children remember those points.
Miss Samadhi, so I think this is interesting and children are enjoying the lesson as well. Can't we do another activity, a small one with them?
Why not? So children, next I want you to write the plural form of the following singular nouns in your books, and we'll see whether you got the points. Where should we add VES and IES, as you learned them already with us. So let me do the first one for you. The word boy, it ends with letter Y, but there is a vowel before it. So we simply add S to form the plural, as in boys. So the rest is up to you, children. Good luck. I think enough time was given to them. Shall we check the answers together?
That's right. What about cherry? Cherry becomes, what is your answer, children? Cherries. Yes, that's right. CHERRIES. Drop the Y. But why do you do that, Miss Samadhi?
Well, as you can see, there is no vowel in front of the letter Y. That's why we simply add IES. But there is a vowel before the next letter, key. There is letter E in front of Y. That's why we add simply S to form the plural, as in keys. How about butterflies?
Butterfly becomes butterflies. FLIES. So you drop the Y.
And add IES. But in donkey, you do not drop anything, because the donkey, there is a vowel before the last Y. So we simply add S to form the plural, donkeys. What do you think about the knife? It's kind of scary.
Yes, scary, right? So knife becomes knives. KNIVES. Cut, FE off.
Exactly. So the word elf, we also form the plural by dropping the last F and adding VES. So elf become elves. And the wolf?
In the same way.
Exactly. We drop the F and add VES. It becomes wolves. How about wife and leaf?
Okay, same way. WIVES, wives. LEAVES, leaves.
Good. I hope our children got all the answers correctly. Well done. Now, so far, children, we learned about plurals which are made by using the letter S or ES, or by dropping F and adding VES, or dropping Y and adding IES. But there are some nouns in English, they do not form their plural by adding such letters. They form their plurals in irregular way. So what do you think we call them?
We call them irregular plurals.
Well done. We call them irregular plurals. So as you can see, man, the plural form of man is men, and woman, it is women. Now when it comes to our children, I have seen most of the time they make this mistake of writing WEMEN for women. Children, though we hear it is as women, when we write, we have to remember we only change the man inside the word woman. So it becomes women with WOMEN. And child becomes children, person, the plural form is people, tooth become teeth. So the double O, they change to double E. Foot, in the same way, we say feet when it comes to plural. Mouse become mice. And deer, what about deer?
Deer does not change, my dear.
Exactly.
It remains the same.
So the words such as deer, sheep, and fish. We do not add any letter to form the plural. We use the same singular noun as the plural form. But the word cactus form the plural in a different way, and that plural is called cacti. And axis, when you form the plural, we call it axes. So, my dear children, it is really important to know what are the irregular plurals are, because there are no rules given. So, it is really better if you study them specially for your exams and day-to-day life. Shall we do another small activity to check whether our dear students got all the points we talked so far?
That's right, but can we help them as well, Miss Samadhi? What do you say?
Exactly, we must help them because they are so dear to us. So kids, fill in the blanks, use the plural form of the nouns in the box. So inside the box you can see the word dear, calf, child, diagnosis and knife. So I want you to use the plural form of those singular words to fill in the blanks properly. And to do that, you have to read the sentence, understand what should be there in the blank and use the plural form from the box given. So let me help you with the first one. The baby cows are called, well, the baby of a cow is called a calf. So what do we call the baby cows then? We call them calves. As calf ends with letter F, we change the F and add VES, it becomes calves. So there are 4 more for our dear children to be done. Good luck, children.
All right, Miss Samadhi. So, can we check the answers and help them out?
Why not? So, the second one, be careful with those what children? They are very sharp. What do you think is very sharp here? Yes,
Knife.
correct. It's the knife. But we have to use the plural form, remember. So, your answer must be careful with those knives. So, the knife become knives. We add VES after dropping the last FE letters. The third one, Mrs. Kumari has 3 children because there are 2 boys and 1 girl, altogether 3 children. And the next one, I saw 3 blank trying to cross the highway. They should be in the woods. Out of the words given, what do you think will be living in a wood?
Shall I guess?
Yes, go on.
Deer?
Very good.
Okay.
So, the word deer, I saw 3. We don't say deers because it's an exception, it's an irregular plural. So, we simply use the deer, the singular form, as a plural. I saw 3 deer trying to cross the highway. They should be in the woods. And the last one, the doctor made 2. So, the word we are left with will be diagnosis. The plural form of diagnosis will be diagnoses. So, the doctor made 2 diagnoses after examining the patient for 2 hours.
Well, Miss Samadhi, so I hope that our children can understand regular plurals and irregular plurals.
Yes, I'm pretty sure you are so familiar with the regular and the irregular plurals we have in English language. So, children, when it comes to compound nouns, we pluralize the head word. Now, what do we mean by the head word here? For example, if you take the compound noun stepmother, the most important word, the head word is mother. So, we simply pluralize mother and write mothers. We do not pluralize step, remember. So, the plural form of stepmother is stepmothers. And yet again, passerby, the head word is passer. We pluralize that. So, the plural form will be passers-by.
Firefly becomes fireflies.
Now I know that we have to pluralize the head word.
Good.
So, the plural form will be sons-in-law. And editor-in-chief.
Head word.
Is it the editor?
Editor is the chief word there.
Okay. So, the plural of the compound noun will be editors-in-chief. And field mouse, we all know the plural form of mouse is mice. So the answer will be field mice. And children, this is to remind you that you have a workbook activity in page 116. If you haven't done it at school, we recommend that you can do it as you have learned the whole lesson today with us.
So Miss Samadhi, we hope and believe that our children have learnt their singular and plurals.
Exactly. So now you know that you have to add S or ES or drop F and VES, drop Y, add IES to form the regular plurals. As well, there are irregular plurals that you need to remember. And there are compound nouns where you pluralize the head word. And if you remember all these points, it will be super easy for you to form the plurals of singulars as well as use them in meaningful sentences.
So children, hope you enjoyed the lesson today. So until we meet again with another interesting lesson,
follow the instructions we gave you at the very beginning of COVID-19 and be safe.